It's the Jack
and Kathy
Show.
Shit Show.
And there we go.
Yeah, how was that?
Okay,
Did you like
I
that
think it. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, you guys.
Hi.
So now it's official. Your grandmother is the only one that's listening, and you two will be the only guests that ever come on. So it's official.
I don't think so.
It's kind of a big deal.
I think they're going to be the only ones.
I think so.
Well,
too.
no one listens to it anyway. So.
No
Sam
one
does.
listens.
You found out this past couple days he listens. An avid listener.
Are you a subscriber?
Subscriber, follower,
That's all
5
we need.
stars. Please rate, subscribe.
Click, click, click. What else can I click?
All right, so what are we talking about today?
All right. Well, let's introduce who we have with us in the studio.
The kitchen studio.
Yeah, the kitchen.
Good.
Well, we are in Portland, and we are with Alex and Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Alex being Jack's eldest child, and her fiance Sam.
Woohoo!
Yay! Woohoo! Everybody,
Fiance.
welcome our first
Fiance.
guest. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So what are we going to talk about?
Well, you guys remember, if you've listened to the episodes, you remember us referencing you guys, right?
We do.
Uh-huh.
It was very sweet.
Yeah, well, it was sincere. And as I got to know you guys, of course, would hear from your dad, you know, I always wished I could find a relationship like Al and Sam have, like where you guys are best friends and each other's favorite company, and you love doing stuff together, and you laugh your asses off, and yeah. So, anything to add?
No.
No, but it's true. I would hear about it, and
I
then,
talked about them all the time.
yeah. So in a way, you guys have been inspiration.
So tell us, what makes a relationship work?
What's your first answer?
I think what Kathy already mentioned is just being each other's best friend. I
Yeah.
think just having that initial relationship and bond that, like, it's more about the relationship than, like, the friendship than the relationship,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
How long have you guys been together?
8 years.
Yeah.
8 years.
8 years.
Just
Yeah.
got engaged. And what? Yeah, it took them long enough.
Yeah. Sam,
But you
Sam.
met when you were in high school,
Yes.
like senior year of high
we were
school.
18.
Yeah.
18, second semester of high school, getting ready to send things off to college.
Mm-hmm.
So wow, it's
Something.
really smart. We should probably start dating right now.
Yeah, something about it.
Wait, is that how it started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said that.
Well, someone was trying to avoid the relationship because we were going to college, and it just seemed silly.
Yeah. I think it would have been dumb to ignore the fact that we were going to college at the time. And we were obviously, you were going to Oregon, I was going up into Wisconsin, so there was going to be a distance. You couldn't ignore it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I think I tried to keep you away rather, just in hopes, not in hopes, but to prevent, I don't know. I wasn't scared of the relationship, but I definitely was pushing you away.
It was
at
like,
some
this is
point.
not good timing.
Yeah, it just wasn't good timing.
Yeah.
It's like that practical part of yourself was taking over. Like, this isn't practical
Yeah.
to care for this person that I'm going
Is
to be
literally about
away
to
from.
leave,
Yeah,
yeah.
like hello, goodbye.
Yeah, and that's what it was pretty much.
Yeah.
Because we just had that one semester, and then she had summer training, which she was in Oregon for. And then,
Yeah, we went to prom together, and then think it was like literally 2 weeks after prom, I had to leave to go to school.
yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. But
So
you
that-
had a blast at prom, and you were like, huh,
Yeah.
that was really fun.
So what changed your mind?
Oh, I don't know. I think that there was something that I kind of realized in myself that I was holding back, and I kind of just opened up personally. Or maybe you opened up to me, which allowed me to open up. I
Yeah.
don't remember exactly how it went. And then I think when you were gone that summer, me just being alone thinking about you being gone and then like never having you again, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to think back.
It's funny because when I left for college, technically we weren't even dating. We were still just like together.
Testing the
Sniffing each other
waters.
up.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like together, but like not officially together.
Yeah.
And then I came back in August. I had 10 days of summer before school officially started. And that's when he technically asked me
Yeah.
to be his girlfriend. And I was
Well, I
like,
think it was mutual.
yeah.
Like, are we going to do this or are we not?
Yeah.
Like, we really
Yeah.
have to decide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you talking the whole time though, or
oh,
texting, whatever?
constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, when you went out for that first
That-
summer
Oh,
session.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking all the time.
Yeah.
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 We would FaceTime till like 1 a.m, I feel like.
Yeah.
Your time, at least.
Sure.
But yeah, no, we were talking the whole time.
And what was it, do you guys think it was that is the core of the bond that you have?
Well, to answer your original question, my first thought was fun.
Yeah.
Like, I just felt like we always had fun together.
Yeah.
And always were, like, laughing and... Like, we could be serious, obviously.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it was just, like... I just enjoy being in your presence.
Yeah.
Because it's happy and it's fun.
Do you think that the fun is because of me, or like is it?
Can I take all the credit?
It's me,
should
right?
I?
I'm the fun
I'm
person.
funny, right? I mean, I'm funny.
I feel like it's us.
Yeah, I think that's what it is too. It's like how we are together, and I don't
I was
know
gonna
what
say,
it is necessarily.
I feel like we're both like weird in a way that like complements each other.
Yeah.
I know that sounds odd,
Well,
but
laughing
like
at ourselves too. is
Yeah.
part of it. With I have no problem doing that, and same with you.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're just you know.
That's awesome. And it's funny because listening to you guys, I mean, you guys are 25, 26, right?
Yeah,
26.
26.
We're 26.
26, and we are 56. And to imagine that we just found what glimpsed at what we observe in you guys. And for me, speaking for myself, I didn't even know to think that that kind of connection was possible because I didn't know it. Like it wasn't, you know, in my consciousness until so.
So what?
Yeah. Till you, mister. Yeah. It's just been so easy.
Best time so far in your young dating life between the two of you?
I think we both might have the same answer, or at least I have a time.
I have an idea, but
I would say it was just our entire month we spent in Europe after we graduated.
I was gonna say Europe too.
Because I think that was the first time where we spent an extended period of time where we were just, you know, just us, and then kind of
No sports, no school.
no nothing else
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Because it was funny, after college, we were like, well, is this even going to work? Because we've spent 4 years
Yeah.
mostly apart from each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you were
Right.
worried about being
Spending,
being
like,
around each
yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Like it would be, you'd go into shock. Like, okay,
Yeah.
didn't see that this is what it was going to be like.
I think we both admitted that, like, this is literally the most time we're going to spend with each other in our whole relationship.
Yeah.
Because with sports and everything being long distance for 4 years, it
There was
would be
very
a
few
max of
opportunities.
2 weeks at a
you
time.
guys were not same season, which means you
Yeah.
had no break.
Yeah.
No,
So when
yeah.
I finally had a break, his season was
It was
starting
kicking
up.
off, yeah.
So like I'd be home for spring break and then he'd be in Florida for preseason.
Yeah.
So couldn't even see him then.
Yeah.
Well, and same with Thanksgiving and stuff like that for me.
Yeah,
You'd
you'd
be
go
in
home
season.
and I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of overlap.
Yeah. So I definitely confided in Sam when we had our Europe trip. I was like, look, I'm not going to lie. When we decided we were going to do this Europe trip, I was afraid I was going to get sick of you. Like I thought
Come
I was.
on.
Yeah, I literally told him at the end of the trip, I was like, I was afraid during this trip that I was going to be like, okay, like I'm ready to have a break from Sam. And like,
Yeah.
I did not feel that way at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know about
Sam
you.
said after the trip, I need a break from Alex.
Yeah, pretty much. He was like, well, I don't feel that way.
No.
I get that though. It was just so easy. You didn't have to work at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just, you know, enjoyed the many aspects of getting, you know, each other's personality and getting to know each other and finding a similar sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like I know you guys to laugh a lot, and
Oh God, yeah.
your dad and I have that too.
Yeah.
We're just
Which is
like,
awesome.
So tell me, you get done with school, you come back home, you have to live with mom and dad for a stretch, right?
Yep.
You have to live with your respective parents.
Yeah.
How long were you guys home? 9 months before you bolted? A year?
That's a ballpark. It was a little closer.
It was
to
a little
year.
closer to a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like August to that following September.
How was that first year being home? I mean, I know how you felt about it a lot because you were living with me.
Yeah.
Well, that was about being back in Chicago more than
Yeah. How was your first year back?
I would
So-
say as a couple. Like I had a lot of fun, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, we were doing a lot of things that we had never done as adults
Yeah.
in Chicago compared to, like, you know, high
So
schoolers.
you were
when we
going
there
downtown and partying and all that stuff quite a bit.
Yeah, or even like
just exploring.
like
the
my
city.
favorite parts about that first year, honestly, was Fridays we were both working in the city. So I would take the L up to Lincoln Park and he would meet me there.
Yeah.
We would meet at a Trader Joe's.
Happy hour or something.
Or
Oh,
happy
yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
We'd grab
Trader
like
Joe's.
bread and stuff at Trader Joe's and a
Yeah.
bottle of wine and we would just sit on the lakefront.
Waterfront.
Yeah. Those were so fun. Just like hanging out on a Friday night in the city. I was like, wow, we're grown ups.
Yeah.
How come you guys wanted to leave then? Or was it more you was it the winter that bit you?
I think it was my job and missing like
I think that was the biggest thing for me, getting adjusted to coming back. Like, living with my parents, I think I could handle because I did that in the summers, like between college and
Sure.
stuff. And that transition wasn't that hard, but just working was different. You know, you're commuting to and from to the suburbs, which is adding, you know, 2 hours to your day.
Yeah.
So that was brand new to me, and I think that was harder for me to adjust to. And
Yeah.
then I know your experience with your job was a little bit more just a negative experience overall.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, you can talk to that, but it was pushing you towards Oregon, I would say.
yeah.
Or, I don't know, pushing you, I don't know, what would you say?
Do you remember what you used to say to me when we would walk to the train? When I'd walk you to the train and pick you up after work and we take the dog for a walk. Do you remember what you used to say?
Not really.
Oh, I vividly remember it because it was freezing cold. It was like January, February, and you would say, "All we do here in Chicago is eat and drink. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
We don't do anything. No one goes anywhere. We don't do anything."
Yeah. That was something we talked about too, is we're kind of over that phase. Well, it started more with like all our friends do on the weekend is go to bars,
Yeah.
which is fun
Yeah.
occasionally, but it's just like, all right, what else
If it's
can
your only
we
option.
do? Yeah.
Even that got old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was definitely something that I was like, I'm over this.
Well, what was it about coming back to Oregon that made sense for you guys? Because you didn't live in Portland. You lived in
No.
Eugene, which is different.
Very. Even though we both agree we love Eugene and we would
but it's
we
way
would live there.
different.
It is very different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
think-
hadn't spent hardly any time in Portland. It was a leap for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What made you
Yeah.
think, let's do Portland? Is it just because it was
I think
Oregon,
it was
the
Oregon.
state?
It was
I think It
Oregon.
always
Okay.
was and has been
Yeah,
the
the
state.
state.
More than anything.
Yeah.
It's just the options. It's like you have some city vibes. You know, you got
Yeah.
some sports teams, but you can also go to the ocean, and then
Yeah.
you can equally as easily go
to
to
the
the
mountains.
mountain. Yeah.
You can ski and everything.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
What are you going to miss most when you come back?
Short answer, just like the greenery, like just how like pretty it is.
Yeah, I
here.
think we'll have to make that a point when we go back to find ways to incorporate that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, we would definitely will miss that. There's no question.
Like even like tonight when we were driving on the highway, like it's literally an interstate, but there's so many huge trees everywhere, like, and
Yeah.
it's just so pretty still. It's just it makes it not as like monotonous, I feel like.
For how long are you giving Chicago a chance?
I'd say 5 years max.
I would say a min of 2 years. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
would say
give it a
3 to
max.
I would say 3 to 5.
Yeah, I don't
range.
want to give it a max. I would give it a minimum of 2 years.
So you think
Yeah.
you're going to be here probably 2 years, or be in Chicago for 2 years, and then see where it goes after that?
Yeah, I don't think we really have plans for what happens after.
Yeah.
Is there a state that you guys have always wanted to live in? Like a place that you've always wanted to go to?
Not me.
I feel like we kind of talked about Colorado, and then
Yeah.
we've eventually come to the conclusion that we don't really love it.
Oh, you don't now?
Yeah, I don't at least.
Yeah, I mean,
How come?
I don't know.
Why? What do you feel?
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I would agree that we have come farther towards a conclusion that Colorado wouldn't be for us.
Yeah.
at least if we were to do something again, we would rather be here than
We
there.
would come back here, yeah.
What's it about Colorado?
I don't think Denver's very fun.
It's not.
Sorry if anybody's listening that lives in Denver. I don't think it's very fun.
Yeah.
It's different than
I think
Portland, that's for sure.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pros about Portland and the greenery are the cons about Colorado not
Exactly.
having that
Yeah, it's
greenery.
brown.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, the mountains are great, but
Yeah.
meh.
So, question for you guys, circling back to relationship stuff. Like, you guys, as I mentioned, recently got engaged, planning your wedding for next year. So, super exciting.
Yes.
So, what are your words of wisdom for people embarking on that journey?
The engagement journey
The
or the wedding
engagement journey,
planning?
wedding journey. I don't know. Maybe just even advice,
You
like
want our
relationship
advice?
advice.
Yeah, let's start with yours.
Don't do it.
Oh my
Shut up. Stop it. Stop it. No, it's a really stressful time, right? I remember going through it. And I don't know, I'm sure in retrospect you're even, because it was, I don't know, you just chose the venue and it's going to be so cool, but it was such a journey to find that venue and it can get overwhelming. And
Well, what
I
are your
don't know.
thoughts about it right now? Do you feel like you got pieces behind you that you can breathe a little bit easier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
I
think,
think we got to one point where we were hitting a wall with venues, and
Yeah.
we've finally broken that down to a point where we can at least step forward, and
Yeah.
we're not
Yeah.
still looking up at this big wall.
Yeah.
it got overwhelming quickly,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say.
I mean, our spreadsheet was almost 50 deep at
Yeah.
one point.
Just trying to find some place.
Just trying
Yeah.
to find a venue,
Yeah.
And then I specifically remember that it was literally 1 week after we got engaged, that Saturday. And it was like gorgeous outside.
Yeah.
Everyone's out doing stuff, and we're just sitting here like on the computer,
Stressing about wedding
just
venues.
stressing so much. And we were like, "Why is it so expensive? Like, what? Like, this is ridiculous."
Yeah.
And then I remember I like looked at Sam and I was like, "We need to close the computers. Like, I need to go outside or something because this is insane."
Yeah.
And we walked to this park, and the whole walk there, we're both just like, I don't want to say dumbfounded, but like kind of just like in shock of like,
Yes.
like what the literal F?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When people, well, and when we got engaged, people are saying, "Oh, you're gonna have shell shock when you're going through and everything." We're like, "Yeah, we know." And then when it hits you, you're like, "Wait, like."
You're like, wait, how much
Shit.
money is this? Yeah, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Even
Are
when
you-
you know it's coming.
Are you
Yeah.
happy with the venue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that did not sound very happy.
Well, what's the hang up? What's missing?
I'm concerned about the ceremony,
yeah.
but
What way?
we'll figure that out when we get there.
The black top?
Yeah, just the whole thing. I'm like, is it?
But that can be modified.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's,
Absolutely.
You can
So many
You can
things you
rent
can
a
do.
hardwood floor for.
Yeah.
couple hours.
I mean, I think in the grand scheme of things, it was a good move.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the other discouraging part was just the availability that we were seeing at places.
Yeah, that was
so
the worst too.
We really had to jump on it when we
Yeah.
saw it.
Well, because I think we told you the story about the picking the date out of a hat.
Yeah,
Oh.
and you were a day late calling them up.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
had 3 dates that this venue was available, and we
Yeah.
decided to be cute and put the dates in a hat
Yeah.
and just draw one and
Yeah.
record it.
Recorded it on video. Thought it was gonna
Recorded
be so
it. We're like, this is
awesome.
our wedding date.
Yeah.
And then we go to book the venue the next day,
Yeah,
and,
the next
and I'm at
morning.
work, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna check the calendar, like just one more time.
Yeah, reach out.
And it says booked, and I call Sam from work, and I'm like,
Pick
that
another.
date is booked. We have
another
to do
date.
one of the other two.
God.
We have to pick one, and we have to book it like today.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
So that
insane.
forced things to
Yeah.
move along for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I still think it was probably the right choice.
Yeah, I think so too.
Looks cool.
It looks
very
super cool,
cool.
which is nice because we don't have to do a whole lot.
Yeah.
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 I like planning it. I'm excited. It's easy because we have so much time.
Yeah.
Like nothing's
Yeah,
really.
you jumped on it quick, which is good, and now we can kind of
Now,
slow
how
things
many-
down a little
how
bit and
many,
enjoy it, hopefully.
How many
Yeah.
contemporaries in your life are married to, like your friends? How many weddings have you been to? of
Only
friends?
one.
I
Only
think,
one?
yeah.
One
Just the
friend
one?
wedding.
One friend.
Yeah,
That's
one
it?
friend
Oh
wedding.
my God.
Second friend
Okay.
wedding will be this Fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then yours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy how
We-
all that changes.
Yeah, really quickly too. We have like I guess like acquaintances that we know from like a farther friend group that are like married and stuff, but nobody that like
But not weddings that we went to.
not weddings that we've
Yeah.
gone to or anything.
Like who, the couple that moved to Michigan? Were they married?
No, but
Okay.
like Sam's freshman roommate has been married for like probably a
Yeah.
year now. Like I
Okay.
have this girl from few girls actually from club volleyball who have been married for a few years now.
Who's that?
You wouldn't know them.
Okay.
But I mean we know people. It's just people friends in our like direct group.
So
Yeah.
are you going to be the first ones of your immediate group? You two?
No.
Well, her friend this fall is
We'll be the
Toners
first.
this fall?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be the first.
Okay.
And then for me, it would be.
But of my college friends, I'm definitely the first.
Yeah.
You're like kind of the first.
Yeah. I would say
Because
so.
you've got Max is
Oh, yeah.
getting married probably
He'll
this
probably
year.
be getting married before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely out of my high school or my college friends then.
Yeah. It's happening quick.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure the other ones will be rolling in the next couple of years
Yeah.
for sure. I know a few of my friends are in serious relationships that only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Hope they're
Or
listening.
or they break up.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not.
Okay. Band or DJ?
Probably band.
Band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What flavor cake?
Um,
You're looking it up right now?
Don't on my phone. Let's say it. No, I know what you want actually.
Oh,
We
do you?
talked about it.
What would I want?
No, we talked about this in particular.
I would love to know.
Vanilla with like a strawberry.
Oh, that's like a classic wedding
Yeah.
cake. Yeah,
Like
I would do a
strawberry
classic.
Jam with like vanilla frosting.
Yeah, I would do classic like
Yeah.
that. Or I would do a red velvet cake.
Yeah, that was gonna be my second.
I don't know. I like the classic style with the strawberries.
Me too.
Yeah.
There you go.
What's
What
for
else
dinner?
is that?
Can't say. We're keeping it private.
Jack Daniels.
The bar looks great. I will tell you that much. The bars are
SBR.
huge. What's
SBR. Oh,
You'll have to find out.
yeah. You'll have to wait to find out.
Uh-oh.
You're paying for it.
SBR, is it a shot?
No.
No. This is the catering.
It's the caterer.
Oh. I'm still not getting it.
All right, we'll let them know.
Okay.
For all
It's
the
a
listeners,
elegant catering.
exclusively
Exclusive.
for
to
Jack
our
and Kathy Shit Show listeners.
Me
One
for
of-
grandma.
Grandma, yes, this is for you. One of their preferred caterers was this place called SBR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looked solid. I was just kind of doing my due diligence one day, reaching out to literally every preferred vendor of theirs just to
Yeah.
kind of vet out some options. And I hear back from SBR, and they're like, attached is our menu. Like, let us know what you're liking, like whatever, and we can put a quote together. So I click the menu, and I start cracking up. You know, I think he's on a work call, so I like
Yeah.
text him from across the room, and I'm like, Sam, I'm dying. I'm like, we can have Sweet Baby Ray's cater our freaking wedding.
That's what SBR is?
SBR is Sweet Baby Ray's. Like the freaking barbecue
Is that what
sauce.
you're doing?
We don't know.
No. Oh.
We don't know.
I guess she hasn't rolled it out.
We
yet.
don't know. But they rebrand as SBR as like their catering company.
So
So
they
she
do
got
they
fooled.
do more than just barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then in their like wedding packet that they sent, it's like their whole team and like Ray, and then it says like, you know,
Sweet baby.
Sweet
Sweet
baby.
baby.
Like literally he's on
on.
there.
That's
Oh, I was
awesome.
cracking up. I'm like, it's Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sounds like that's meant to be.
I kind
You're
of
supposed to
agree.
love them.
That's what
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah.
So this is actually too funny. I kind of love it.
That's
so.
awesome.
Do we have an agreement that no maid of honor will give a speech?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't
Are you
want
sure?
no
You
speeches?
don't think no one's gonna?
I think
do you
maid of
mean?
honor.
No maid of
should-
honor
I think
speech.
maids of honor should never speak.
Oh.
Ever. They're terrible.
That's not
No,
true. You
no.
can't say that.
This I will tell you. If we have at least another woman and another guy listening to this show, they will agree with me. No maids of honor is giving speeches. Not even the best man has to, but that's it.
The best man
unless
has
they're
to.
unless they're
He
funny
does.
like Amy Schumer. If they have Amy
Well,
Schumer
But they've got
shops.
dude. That is a tall order.
I know.
Let me give you an example of what a speech is from Maid of Honor.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say, Alex, you look beautiful, and I'm really, really happy to be here. So Alex and I met when we were in 5th grade. Remember, we had Mrs. Johnson's class. That's how they all start. You know I'm right.
Kathy's laughing because she's like, this is true. This is how I start
I've
with my
heard
maid
that.
of honor speech.
Every single speech goes on this way. Then they go down a path of getting drunk too much. And then I met Sam, and I don't know if I like Sam or not, but you did, and that's what was so funny. And then remember, we went to the Tallman party, and Sam was there, and he was crying because he was so drunk, and he said he loved you. I remember that, Sam, and you were. And then she starts to cry. And she goes, I'm so happy for you two, and I just wish you guys the best. Every single speech is that way.
That sounds like a good speech.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Cheers.
was awesome.
Cheers to Sam and Alex.
Yeah, cheers to the happy couple.
So if everyone will raise their glass.
No maids of honor. I won't allow it. I'll steal the microphone.
All right, then what do the groomsmen, the best man, what's his speech sound
Well,
like?
they're just funnier.
Yeah, like how?
Yeah, they're just smarter.
Do tell.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Come
They're
on.
just
Smarter.
they're just
We'll
not
be the judge of that.
they're just clever. Most I feel
Really?
like yeah, right now if Key were here producing this, I would have Key pull up best man speeches, and I guarantee there's millions of listeners, and there's never a maid of honor speech. I'm willing to go to YouTube right now. Here, let's just give. I'm not kidding you. Let's give 30 seconds for Key to look it up, and she'll find a funny best man thing. I swear to God. And so we'll press pause. You think I'm kidding?
Okay.
Well, she's finding it. Okay, it's loading right now. Okay, be
Yeah.
quiet. Let's just listen.
No matches found for search good best man speech. Would you like to search for good maid of honor speech instead?
Nod your head like you're laughing. Okay, good.
Okay.
Promise you. All right. I swear to God, Key's going to fill that space. You think I'm kidding?
I can't wait to see
and
it.
there you have it. A very average best man speech.
No, it was fantastic, and you know it. How many people?
Our guest list is at like 200 right now,
Yeah.
200?
which I think is a little too high, but
It's
Wow.
tough. It's
What
tough to
what
whittle
color?
that down.
What color for the bridesmaids' dresses?
this is a hot topic.
Hot topic. Hot button issue. Hot button issue in the
It's a hot button issue.
Yeah.
the 814 apartment.
Yeah, because I want them to be mismatched,
Uh-huh.
and Sam does not.
What does that
want
mean?
That.
You know what that means clearly, right?
Mismatched?
Yeah. So
They're
just like
not all in
just
the
a
same
rainbow.
They're just not
color?
the same.
Just a rainbow of colors.
Not necessarily a rainbow. Like they're gonna look cohesive.
Like
Sam
how?
thinks it's gonna look.
Like
I've
how,
seen some
like-
of the
like-
inspiration, you know, the Pinterest pictures and all that, and there's no coordination. There's no cohesiveness.
Yes, there is.
What are the men wearing? The same?
Tuxes, yeah.
tuxes?
So if someone has a banana yellow dress, would a guy have a banana yellow tux? That would be
no,
awesome.
no.
Don't get any ideas then.
Oh, okay. Let's change topics.
Yeah, let's see hot button topic.
Men are, what are the men wearing? Tails or no tails? Have you thought about all that?
No, I haven't thought about that.
Okay.
What would you say?
Probably not.
Black
Yeah, black.
tie,
Probably bow tie.
Yeah,
bow tie,
Probably bow tie.
yeah,
bow tie
I like bow tie.
instead of a black tuxedo straight tie,
yeah. I think
and
bow ties.
definitely a tie, like not no ties, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta look fancy.
You
Of
want to look
course.
fancy?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
so fun at our
Absolutely.
friend's wedding when everyone
Yeah.
was all dressed up.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You never
No
get to
doubt.
do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I know.
But we had a great
Exactly.
time. I got a brand new suit for the wedding out in
Yeah.
Arizona.
Like I feel like
Mm-hmm.
people see black tie and they're like, ugh.
But we still weren't black tie in Arizona.
No,
we
no,
we
we were- I looked- I mean, I
you
looked
did
sharp.
step it up. We got.
Do you want to see if Kia has a picture of that? Hold on. Yep. See how good I look?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that was fantastic. you guys, she's doing.
Well
Kia's doing
delivered,
this.
Al.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
It was good. Keep it up there. Don't take it. Okay, now you can take it down.
Oh my god.
No, but I feel like, yeah, you don't have any opportunities to, like, dress up
dress
and go
up like
out and
that.
have fun like that. Not like you used to, at least.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
olden days.
In the olden
Before
Are
you
you
were
gonna
born.
have
Yeah.
a head table, or are you just gonna be the two of you guys?
A sweetheart table?
Oh, is that what it's called now?
That's what it's called if it's just
Okay.
the two of you. I don't really know.
I would prefer to have a head table, I would think, but it's all about what our space can do for us. I don't think we've talked to them enough to know.
Yeah. I'm torn because I think it would be fun to have a head table with like everybody up there. But then I think about pretty much everybody we want in our parties has significant others. Mm-hmm. And we're like, it kind of suck that they have to like go sit.
Yeah,
On their
I can see
own.
both of them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, unless you did one big table and allowed their
Had
spouses
the-
to sit there.
yeah.
And just,
Do you have your? And you don't have to say this out loud, but do you have your song?
Yeah, I think we do.
yeah, I would say so.
Is it a Ditch We Diesel song?
It is.
Oh, excellent. Which one? Just hint. What album, rather? You know,
Madison.
what?
What album?
I said Madison.
You.
That's really kind of cool, though, isn't it? Which album?
I have
What
18.
When I was going through my introspective phase or my punk phase,
The in between.
the in between
Yeah.
phase. But you have a song picked out
It's not official, but we
Yeah.
both have a song that we're like, yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
from high school.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't really know.
From.
Just from a mutual interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not from an event.
no.
No. I have one
Yeah, actually,
moment in particular.
I can't think of a moment when like
Really?
we at first like clicked or no, I can't.
Wow.
Ugh.
In
I can't.
Europe. In Paris in particular. At
You'll have
that
to tell me.
apartment. No.
No, you'll have to tell me.
Well,
There's a
that's
story
shame.
behind it that he's not remembering.
I
Not
know
much
the
of a story,
apartment.
but
Yeah, I know the apartment in Paris you're talking about, but
so we just played it. We danced, and it was fun.
yeah, that I remember.
Yeah. Okay, well.
I just didn't think it took that sort of leap after one day. I don't know. We've talked about it for years, I feel like.
Yeah.
So,
I don't really know how it came to be either, but
yeah.
you'll see.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Okay.
wait and see.
We can tell you, but
Nope.
we won't.
No, you should say that for yourselves.
It's
Yeah,
still not
she
official.
doesn't want to keep anything secret about the wedding. I would prefer to not
Some things.
have everything
No, I
as
do
a
want to keep
surprise.
stuff secret.
Yeah.
I would have everything as a surprise. She's telling her bridesmaids all of these things that
No,
I
I'm not.
No, not in a bad way. Like you're just sharing things and excited to share things.
Yeah.
And me, I'm just not saying anything to anyone.
You want the shock
And
factor.
I want it to be a surprise for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the honeymoon?
Haven't talked about it a lot.
No, not really.
You were thinking Europe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially Europe.
I don't know.
Italy.
know either.
I would love to go to Italy
Coast.
somewhere. I would love to go to Greece. I would go. I don't know.
We got
Good
time.
options, man.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time.
We got time.
We got.
Do you want to ask him a relationship question? Words of
I'm
wisdom?
kind of like skirting all over the shallow end of the pool right now, aren't I?
I know you are.
Yeah, I'm trying to just get them fired up. Or
What
something.
flavor cake?
Really deep.
I'm going.
Really
Ask
deep.
a deep question then. I'm on the sand playing with the shells.
Well, all right. So you're
Like a little kid with just droopy underwear on or something.
just what
like-
advice would you guys have in terms of relationship? Like, what are the top 3 things you think it takes to be compatible in a relationship or to make it work?
I would say one thing for me is instead of something to do, it's something not to do, is not to be like competitive with each other. Mm-hmm. I think when you have to realize that you guys are in it together and that's
Yeah.
a relationship. In past relationship I had, it was more like
You
who
versus
can have the
me.
control in the relationship.
Right.
And when you're like
Right.
battling for that, you're not focused on each other and like the relationship itself. So
Very true. Very well said.
that was one thing that from my past relationship I took into this one, which changed my perspective completely. Is
Yeah,
it's not a battle. You're
Yeah.
not trying to
exactly.
who has the more power in the relationship. It's like
Yeah.
the opposite.
Yeah.
That
and
was
in
so
fact,
sweet.
Yeah, and in fact, you want the other person to be elevated. Like you want
Yeah.
your partner to be their biggest, greatest, brightest self, right?
Yeah.
And when you find that person that can support that, that's pretty amazing.
What do you have?
I was gonna
I don't
say
even know
like
if what I said was advice, but
I thought
It
that,
was,
yeah.
it was in
was.
terms
Yeah.
of like
Totally.
what to look for,
Yeah.
you know?
yeah.
I was just gonna, I don't really know if there's a succinct way to say this, but I feel like whenever we get into arguments, it's like whatever we're arguing about is never as important as like how much I care for you as a person. Like at the end of the day, it's like this thing that like set us off and like got us upset, like truly doesn't really matter as much as like how you feel about it and like how we can like work through it together.
Yeah.
I don't really know if I explained that well.
I'm non-confrontational when it comes to fighting, so you do a good job of pulling me in if I'm trying to walk away, because that's what I'll do is just seclude myself. So, and I'm not afraid to talk it out, but I'm not gonna get like, aggressive in that sort of way to like try to increase the level of like anger in the room or anything
It's
like
like
that.
it's like where no argument is worth jeopardizing the relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a way better way of saying
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
Yeah, that the relationship is way too important and nothing can really
Yeah.
penetrate that.
Or it's
we
like-
might have these like little microbursts
Yeah.
of things
Sure.
we disagree about.
I was gonna
but-
say sometimes it does
Yeah.
get heightened and like stressful and intense and angry or whatever, but then it's like once that calms down, it's like okay, that was not necessary. Like us is like more important than
Did you
whatever this
Did you have
is.
a chance to listen to our 10th podcast yet? Number 10. Episode
I
10?
haven't yet.
Have you?
I'm only
You
on
want to
8.
tell them about the Jay Shetty story again? Because I think it's relevant to what they're talking about.
So Jay Shetty, I don't know if you guys are familiar with him.
I know who he is, yeah.
And, he and his wife have this podcast, and his wife asked him a question, and I came across it on social media, and I thought it kind of was an aha for me in a way. So his wife said to him, I always wanted to ask you, why would you never get annoyed with me or call me a brat or anything when I would ask you to, hey, can you get me, that glass of water when it's right in front of me? I'm clearly closer to it. Or can you,
Yeah.
lock the door where I was just walking, all these little things that she might have asked for. And she asked him, why is it you don't get annoyed by me and think I'm a brat? And he said, well, I do often think you're a brat because you are sometimes closer, and I don't understand why you're asking me to do this for you. But then he puts on his monk brain and says, in this moment, this is how she's asking me to love her.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. It's like this little act of, and when I was talking to your dad about that in this episode, you called them micro
Connections.
connections, like little ways of just connecting when you do these favors for each other.
Yeah.
You like,
Yeah.
We were comparing it to death by 1,000 cuts. Have you heard of that before?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If someone could just nag and nag and nag, well, you can have the reverse if you think about it with these micro connections where you do these little things and you take a little bit of a gap between what your emotion wants to say or do, and you pause for just a second, like what Jay Shetty did, is that he thought you could easily just go, you're a brat, get it yourself, whatever.
Yeah.
But he just paused for that little bit, thought about it, tried to see it from her perspective, which is what you said.
Yeah.
So it was just really
Yeah.
interesting. It just made us think of it, or me
yeah,
think
just
of it.
the aha that is the way in which she wants to feel love from me right now.
Yeah.
It's just one
To
of those.
understand this more, listen to the Jack and Kathy Shit Show, episode 10.
But yeah, so I thought that was really cool because I have never been very good at like big grandiose, acts of love in terms of like, hiring somebody to set up fireworks at your birthday or,
Yeah.
like fly 12 of our best friends to Vegas for your birthday or, I've never been, but I really do pay attention to those tiny things. Like, when you make me a matcha in the morning or I don't know, just these little things.
Well, I think noticing those things goes a long way for the other person
Yeah.
also, because I mean, you feel like you're like, I'm gonna do this little thing, like hope she appreciates it, and if she gives you that gratification back, I mean, it's mutually beneficial.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that one would not continue to do those things for someone
Yeah,
if
true.
they didn't think it was appreciated. So
Yeah.
you're right. It's like really important to don't assume the other person clearly knows, oh, they know I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well-
you never get tired of hearing thank you.
I was just
You
going
know?
to say, one of the other advices that I thought of was like literally saying thank you. And it sounds like so simple, but it's like truly those little things, and just being like, appreciate you. Like, thank you for taking the dog
Yeah.
out. Like, I thank you.
That too is ironic because our last episode 11, was literally called the gratitude episode.
Oh, really?
Because all we talked about was how we spend a lot of time, little things like I'll bring a matcha to her and then go back downstairs and do stuff, and it's thank you for the matcha. And nothing's forgotten, or thanks for even holding doors open, or
Yeah.
I can't go to this meeting, can you go for me? And it's always met with thank you, not just at the initial time of the request, for example, but
Yeah.
to me, gratitude is huge.
Yeah. I think we're pretty good at
I
that.
think we're really good at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And meaning it too.
Oh,
not
yeah.
just saying it and then
Yeah.
forgetting about it.
Well, I think, yeah. I mean, I was going to say, there's probably times where, like, I do something for you and I really don't want to, and you'll be like, thank you. And I'm like,
Well, that's
I'm
when
like,
you gotta
sure.
know. You gotta know.
Okay.
It just melts the ice right away, doesn't it?
It does. I'm like, yeah,
oh,
yeah. And he's
I
like,
was
I
the
love
asshole.
you. And I'm like,
That's awesome.
but it's still appreciated. I know it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not just BSing you.
No.
Yeah. I always thought that having the same sense of humor was really helpful too, because laughter is so
Yeah.
freaking healthy.
Yeah, you guys laugh
And-
all the time. Talk about that. And you guys are jackasses together. It's hilarious.
I don't know what it is. Is it just me? Is it just me?
Again.
No.
Again.
I don't know what it is.
Tim, you are so funny.
It's just.
Sam, have we told you how funny you are?
Wait, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
He edit that out.
I don't know what that is about our sense of humor, because it seems like even when it's just us, we can just be laughing about the stupidest thing, watching a TV show or watching a video or something.
Yeah, I don't really know what it is either.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just
Do you think we have the same sense of humor in a way, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like we keep things light.
Yeah. We can laugh at any time. We never get
Yeah.
too tense to where if someone tries to crack a joke, and even if it's funny, the other person's trying to shut it out. There's never a situation like that.
This is a weird example. This is a weird example. Can't believe I'm
I
gonna.
hate when you do stuff like this.
Because he never knows what I'm gonna say.
Yes. Bring it.
Sam has very loud farts. And I don't know why, but I think they're hilarious. So it'll be dead silent, and he could be over here working, and I'm over there working, and I just hear and I will always audibly laugh, and then it makes him laugh, and truly it's just the littlest thing.
Could be anything.
He laughs because he knows it's true. I've told
That's
him, I said,
awesome.
the day I stop laughing at your farts is a day that we know we're in trouble.
Exactly.
Oh,
There's no way
God.
to not laugh.
Yeah. But the thing is, too,
you think
Farts
I was gonna
are
say-
inherently funny.
Yes.
And they
Do
Do you have
always
one in
will
you,
be.
Sam?
No. Oh God.
yeah,
no.
for the audience.
Bring back whoopee cushions.
But I think he knows, deep down, I think you know how funny I think they are, too.
I mean, I'm just brewing them all day. Do that.
But this is the thing. We'll be hanging out, and he'll, do it, and then he just, looks at me like that was a good one, wasn't it?
He's so embarrassed at the
I
topic
think he's
right now.
exaggerating everything here.
I think that's hilarious.
That is so cute. I love. I
awesome.
heart your farts.
Seriously.
No,
Like
funny.
even last night when we were going to bed and you were trying to clear your throat and you were making
I
the
was
weird
coughing.
yeah, you're making the weirdest noises and I was just dying.
Why is
laughing.
it just all of the noises that I make that are funny? That's the only thing you find funny? I should probably say that my sneezes are funny too.
I tell,
Okay, to be fair,
I tell good jokes.
To be fair, his sneezes are hilarious. Especially
I'm not funny
lately.
at all. It has nothing to do with me whatsoever.
You're just Chris Farley.
I want to hear a hiccup, a
Yeah.
sneeze, a fart,
Yeah.
and a belch, please.
Jeez.
Please.
I just think
my
everything is light.
Yeah, we keep it light.
We keep it light.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That is
And then mostly laughing at ourselves. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing. Not being afraid to do that.
Self-deprecating
Yeah.
humor is my favorite,
Yeah.
for sure.
Keep going
awesome.
deep out of the pool.
Any questions that you guys would have ever thought to ask us or want to ask us?
I get personally concerned, not about kids, but like how your relationship changes after kids. Because I know from my parents that
Yeah.
it dramatically changed
Yes.
after I was born.
Yes. Yes.
And that doesn't like scare me, but it's definitely something I've confided in Sam about, that I'm like, it makes like I get nervous about it. I think about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we told you when we were in Cedarburg having dinner.
Oh yeah,
all
most
these young couples came in who were probably late 30s, early 40s, right? Maybe the oldest kid was 10 and the youngest was 5. And there's 2 couples that come in, probably 7 kids running around between the 2 couples,
Yeah.
maybe less, whatever. And Kathy and I both looked at it and went, they're fucking miserable. It's hard because, well, I can only speak for, there might have been underlying reasons why that emerged. So you don't do a correlation between
Having kids.
and your mom and I struggling, or Kathy and her ex-husband struggling. There's usually more behind all that, right?
Right.
And what kids will do is expose all your vulnerabilities, right? Your emotions are
doubt.
through the roof.
They will make the voids in a relationship feel like a gorge.
Yeah.
Just the little cracks in a relationship will feel like a gorge.
They open them.
And yeah, they really do. But in retrospect, I would say like it's really important to continue the team us, a united front at all times. The moment you start doing things independently and not talking to each other about it is when you stop moving as a unit. And I think that's
Yeah. You'll always, if you have kids, there was a comedian that once was on Jay Leno's show, and he asked him what it was like to be a parent. I can't remember the comedian's name now. I think it was, who's the bald guy that used to be on Trapper John? He was a doctor. He's a comedian. You know his name. I'm drawing a blank. He's on one of the TV shows right with Heidi Klum, where they Howie Mandel. Howie Mandel was on Jay Leno's show or something around that time. Someone asked him, or he was asked, so I heard you just had a parent or a kid. How do you feel about it? And he goes, well, I just realized that this woman that I've known for 8 years, who's been my wife, I was just a date that worked out, because now that we have a kid, she doesn't look at me, right? Doesn't talk to me, that kind of thing. And I know he was joking. And my point is, when you have a kid, you as the individual, you get consumed with them. You can't not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if I were to give advice about it, that's why you're right. If there's any chasm that's there, it just gets widened, right, between you. So make sure you guys are good. I think you are.
Yeah.
I just think when kids come to, as much as you can, because it's hard to do this, but really put them second sometimes. Kind of say, nope, can't hang out with you tonight. Going to bed. We're doing this, or we're going out. That would be my advice. Is keep the you together, because one leads to 2, leads to 3, and then it gets really busy, and then one person's driving over here for something, and someone has to go pick up over there, and you're passing each other in the night. So if the foundation isn't good now, those rifts will widen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have a foundation of friendship.
Yep.
Don't ever lose that. Like I say about you that, I'm in love with you, but I also really, really like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a biggie.
Yeah.
That you really like somebody as well. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Good
kids
stuff.
just occupy your time and your emotions. That's really it. And one of you will be better at, I don't know, this is like it was in your house. I know it was ours. One's going to be better at certain things than others. So I was really good at the medical stuff. Like when you cut your hand, wide open and your mom passed
I
out?
don't remember it, but
Yeah, but you know of the
I
story.
know the story. I fell down the
And
stairs.
you're-
And, yeah.
Right, you fell down the stairs holding your glass globe thing.
Snow
and
globe.
shattered and went right into her hand, and then Anna saw it, and blood just pouring down her elbow and dripping, and Anna sees it and grabs the wall, and she goes down.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Oh yeah.
poor
So my
thing.
point is, you're each going to be better or worse at certain things. Yeah. And if you guys are really good at this already. You guys, and you said it earlier where you said when problems come up, they tend to go down right away. You in fact said you just look at it as a problem, not as an issue between you two, just a thing that sits there.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant way to look at it. Every psychologist will say, it's not how do we solve the problem, you against me, or this way. It's we stand shoulder to shoulder and we look at the problem.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
treated much differently then. You guys do that naturally.
Yeah.
Which I'm fascinated by, right? So that's all that kids are then. I don't want to call them problems. But that's
come
what
with
they
a lot of them.
Yeah.
represent, right? They just represent moments.
Yeah.
Because my opinion is those fissures can be huge, and what can bring you together, doesn't always, is the moments of joy when the kid does something super exciting.
Yeah.
Right? And
It's really the
And you
best.
may hear their first words or first step when Al is out or vice versa, and you have to take joy in the fact that one of you experienced it. Right? You know what I mean? As opposed to, damn, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's a good example.
It's enjoy the kids independently and create relationships with them independently. You'll see all these things,
Yeah.
but just make each other a priority. That's my advice.
Best ride ever, though, being a parent. I swear to God.
Oh, and it
It's the
sucks
best.
sometimes.
It's all encompassing. It's all encompassing. It's
Yeah.
like you've never been so overwhelmed to be a new parent. You've never been so overwhelmed. You've never been so tired. You've never been so, you can be afraid something will happen to the baby, but you've also never felt a love so great, and you've never felt so grounded.
Yeah.
Ideally. In the right circumstances.
And to be
I
fair-
know it's not always that way, but
And to be fair, you're making it up as you go along.
Yeah.
I mean, you are. There's no rule book.
Yeah.
There's no game plan,
No.
and so you don't know how you're going to react to certain circumstances, how the kids are going to be.
yeah.
Yeah, because there's days when it just, it's so smooth and easy. And you're like, wow, this is great. And then there's that whole thing that Tom Hanks, right? This too shall pass,
Yeah.
right?
Hey, ignorance is bliss. Just wing it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just do me a favor. When you're walking in a busy street, hold the kid's fucking hand. 'Cause if I see one more parent walking in this damn town, letting kids wander to the curb, just hold the kid's hand. They don't know what they're doing. They're morons.
It's always good advice.
Did you
Right.
have any question?
I couldn't think of anything. I was trying to think of something that whole time. Anything? No,
That's
well,
okay. There's
well,
no
anything that I would
pressure.
think of are like hypotheticals in the future that I
Yeah.
don't necessarily know.
Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I couldn't really come up with anything.
That's all right.
Did you have any more?
No, that was my
Really?
big one.
That's
yeah.
all good.
You
This
can only
is
come up
fun.
with one, and you're giving me crap for not being able to come up with
Yeah.
any.
Right.
That was a good one.
Thought you had the whole Rolodex going.
No.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys then? Because the reason we're here is because we're going to be babysitting Ellie while you're gone. So where are you guys going?
We are going
to
to
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
That was a dramatic delivery, you guys.
You guys have been planning
Like
this
you're on
though
a
for
game
more than
show.
2 years, haven't you?
Yeah, we have been
Okay,
planning
sure.
this. So we moved out here in 2019, at the end of 2019. And it was our plan, in 2022 in the summer, 2020 in the summer, we're going to go to Hawaii. We're only
Yeah.
a 4-hour flight now that we're here.
Yeah.
And then obviously
COVID.
happened.
COVID.
And that got canceled. And then 2021 was going to be, and then, the vaccines were getting rolled out, and they had
Yeah.
a bunch of mandates going on out there with
It
Yeah.
still wasn't the
hopping
same.
from island
Yeah.
to island,
Yep.
getting tested. And
Yeah, it was just a
we didn't want to
lot.
go through all the
Yeah.
processes, so
Finally.
3
finally,
Yeah.
years.
yeah. This is a year.
Woohoo!
How many days? 10?
10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3
That's
islands,
awesome.
10 days.
3 islands, 10
Well,
days.
we are going to have fun holding the fort down and hanging with
Oh,
Ellie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure hope so.
Pups.
You'll have a fun time, I think.
Oh, we'll be
yeah.
fine.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a great time.
It's going to rain every day.
Well, it might.
No, you guys are
going
gonna get some good weather.
I think you're gonna get some good weather too.
Well, we looked at the forecast before we came out here, and the high was 52.
Well,
and
the
cloudy
forecast I
for 10
will say
days.
is usually not even accurate.
It's worse.
Way better.
No, it's usually way better. No, we're not kidding. It's
Well, when we were playing pickleball today, it was sunny. At
yeah.
least where we
It
were.
drizzled, it drizzled a
drizzled,
little
and then
bit,
it got
but
sunny.
we just ignored it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is kind of how
That's
it goes.
how it goes. It rains
Yeah.
a little, it gets
Oh,
sunny,
no.
and
And your itinerary stuff that you mapped out for us is awesome.
Oh yeah,
This is 3 pages.
3 pages.
Detailed information. One is about
And a
the
key
dog.
code.
And
There's a key code.
There's a code.
Yeah.
Let me show you right at the
It's
top.
impressive.
Right there, if you look,
That's the legend.
the legend. It says needs advance tickets or walking distance from our place. So we should be in
You're
good
the
shape.
best. Thank you.
should
All
be
right.
set.
Any
All right, you
parting
crazy
words?
Kids.
No,
I'm glad
it's
we're
been
your
fun.
first guests. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I sound like I've swallowed like a frog or something, but
You sound fine.
Yeah, you do
it's
sound
fine.
fine.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
You've
Done
but
good.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, of course.
Gotta keep that with us. Peace. Peace. See ya. Thank you.